Hello and welcome back to Gorilla Man's Garage. Today we have the Parrot ANAFI. That's been a long time, the Parrot ANAFI. Parrot no longer is in the consumer drone market, they're just in the commercial market. They have the ANAFI Thermal and they have the ANAFI AI. The AI can fly as long as you got battery and cell connection. But it's about $6 grand. Anyway, Parrot ANAFI. Way ahead of its time. It's like 5 or 6 years old. This one I've crashed. I'll put a video up here, the crash I had, and I cracked the casing of the camera. You can probably see that there, okay? But it still works. And then, so it's been about a year, and my only concern with this is, yes, it might have a short range, or not the best range, might not have the best flight times, okay? But the quality of what you get has always been stellar. And it's right up there with the Mini 2s and in some respects even the Mini 3. And not quite, okay? Maybe it's up there with the Mini 2s, stuff like that. Far better than anything out of the box from Fimi and Hubsoon the last couple of years. But anyway. My main beef with this has always been the controller. It's the same controller that Autel now uses on their Nanos, okay? It's tiny. It's very, very small. But my main problem with it was I couldn't turn it off. It's one of those weird things where this is where you put your device in here and you open it up, put your device in. As soon as you open it up, it turns on. Close it, it turns off. Mine wouldn't turn off. I had to shove pieces of paper or something in there and close it. It's got a flipper on it, okay? So when the door closes, the flipper and turns it off. Turns on, turns off. Door, okay? Well, mine wouldn't do that. For some reason, I think it was a refurbished one, but whatever. For some reason, it would never turn off. So I decided, well, how can I make sure that it is turned off, okay? Because sometimes the flashing light will go out for a second. Oh, then I put it away, and it's not, and the battery will be drained. So what I did was, I just basically put a connector plug. You can put a switch, but I just put a connector plug on the battery lead. So cut the battery lead, put the switch in, boom. Now I know, plug it in, I got power all the time. Unplug it, I don't have power. So I can close it, unplug it, I know it's not going to drain the battery. Problem is, then you can't recharge the battery. How to resolve that? I know the switch does work, okay? And there is a 3D module key you can buy. It's on Thingiverse or whatever, to shove in there. And sometimes it works and sometimes it. The only thing I found that does work 99% of the time or all the time is a toothpick. Just cut the end of a toothpick up, put it in, lights will flash and go out, you know it's out, put a little bit of pressure on with here, then I can plug it in and charge the battery. Just like if I plugged it in here, it'd be like this, it's turned off even though the power is on, no problem. Then when it's fully charged, I just unplug it, close it, and store it away, okay? So this is how it works. If I take this stick out, okay, just watch this light. Take this stick out. Light comes on because this is on, okay? I close it. Light stays on. It's supposed to go off, but it doesn't. Something in there doesn't quite hit it. So what do? I just unplug, and I got no light, and I'm fine. And if I want to charge it up again, okay, I just put my toothpick in, close a little bit of pressure, and it'll stay off, okay? So what are we going to do today? We're going to do the same flight that we've done with all the other ones we did this last week, okay? We're going to sit on our bench inside the garage, facing east, and we're going to send it west towards the lake. See where it goes, how far it goes. Excuse me. Is it any better, any worse than all the others? We shall see, okay? So the Parrot ANAFI hasn't been up for over a year, and yet works perfectly fine so far. Remember the batteries, okay? It's no fancy long click, click, hold, click, none of that stuff, just a click, it turns on. Click, it turns off. And that's it. Beauty thing about this, again, way ahead of its time, it's all USB-C, and if you leave these for months on end in the case, they're dead. You push the button, there's no life to them. Parrot knew that they wanted to save these batteries to work. So this has been in there for a year. Click, nothing. You plug it into the charger or you plug a USB-C in and it wakes the battery up. And I'll put another thing up here. Remember the one I did for the Hubsan batteries? All the Hubsan mini batteries are the same. How you wake them up with a simple USB cable. Just a wait for the light to go out, that type of thing, right? Parrot knew that, and they did something about it. They knew it was going to go into deep sleep mode. You plug it in, it wakes it up, and then it continues to charge. Okay, so don't be afraid if, don't be puzzled if, you put this away for a month, take it out, oh, the battery's dead. No, it's not. It's just asleep. Wake it up. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Let's get to the flight, okay? Enjoy it. We'll see you at the end. Bye. Let's take off and see what happens. I think it's automatically going to start the video. There it goes. Oh, 1 meter. Here we go. Precise home has been set. But we have a zoom on the right. We can zoom in. And we can zoom back out. I love these paddles. And then on the left, our paddle goes up and down. And the paddle is so much easier than a dial. And remember, how old is the ANAFI? How old is it? My goodness. And it's like a 1/2.4 camera. And this has got to be 5 years, 6 years, more than that. Okay, let's see how it handles. I know I've got new props on. You gotta up a bit. There we go. So it started the video. Yeah, it did. I don't know much about EV values though. I don't know how to change EV values. EV right there. Okay, so I can go really bright, really low. Oh, I love that. Love it. There we go, right in the middle. So we just go there. Okay. I don't know if that changed on the actual film or not, but we're there. Let's go forward a bit. Oh, it's very nice, very nice. It is like solid. Very nice. Up. Hardly even have to touch it, and it's just beautiful. Okay, let's just go up. And I'm in the exact same spot in the garage. I'll turn around here and show you. Oh, it's in film mode, that's why. Okay, well, we'll get out of film mode once we turn around here. We've got to remember, oh, we're all green now. We've got 91% and 83%. Let's get out of film mode. And we're going to cinematic. Here we go. Any faster? A little bit. And we're down here. So this is where I'm going to be sitting. Okay, just like here, sitting, facing out, like I was before. Now we're up about 50, there we go. So let's just go up and see what happens. Bring that down a bit. I don't have my grid lines on, I don't know why. There we go. How high are we? We are at 32. We're at 40, 79%, 90% of the controller. This is the first time this thing has been up here, so I've got to be careful with it. 50 meters, 55, there we go. 60 meters, that's as high as I want to go, I think. Okay, let's go over a little bit. Just gonna see, like, I mean, on the screen, the greens look really good. So we're just gonna go forward. And as I say, the problem I had was that once I got the controller turned on, I couldn't turn it off. And I jammed stuff in there and I did all kinds, I could not turn it off. So I had to do this kind of radical thing. I hope it works, I hope it doesn't blow up. I just did with what I had at home. So let's go up a little bit higher. So we're gonna go up to 70 some odd. Okay, now remember, I am in my garage and this is the ANAFI. Synonymous, I mean, famous for horrible range. Okay, and we've seen the FIMI X8 Mini not even get this far from me sitting here. What's going on here? You're a little bit there, but yeah, there it goes. So we're getting, here we go. Is it gonna come home? It should be returning home pretty soon. That's pretty good. So nothing. So it should be coming home. What's going to happen? Here we are. Dark screen, which means it turned around. I'm thinking. I'm hoping. Return to home. It says return home right there. There we go. Boom. Oh, almost did, yep. It's coming home, but we don't get a connection back. I think what we have to do is, see, it's coming back. Yeah. I think with this one I have to unplug it and plug it back in again. No, we're getting something there. There we are. How far out were we? 600. Not bad. Not bad. It's coming back. That's pretty good. I mean, come on. I am in the garage on my bench in front of my picnic table, looking due east, looking at that lake you see over there. I'm just sitting here. I'm not standing up with this raised above my heads and looking for the moon and trying to figure out where anything is. I'm just sitting with the controller on my knees, facing the complete opposite direction to where it was flying. And that H is right over our house right there. So that's where it's gonna land. Or is it? Let's see what happens. I know I can stop RTH. When I hear it coming down, I'm going to stand up and let's see how close it does come, because I've got another camera going that shot the takeoff. Let's see what happens when it comes down. So it should be, here it is, it's coming down. Let's see where it is. Yep, but let's see if it's even close. Oh, no it's not. There we go. Well, it could have been, but I want to bring it straight down. Well, I guess I could have, because it wasn't that close. But there it is. Okay, there it is. I mean, and I'll tell you, I was sitting right there. So this is what I was like. I was here, sitting on my bench, like this, the whole time. facing that way. It was going the other way. Amazing. Right? There's the other camera. So let's just turn around. This is in cinematic mode. And we're at 50% in the battery, which is really good. You know, I can do a nice, how many minutes? Probably a nice 15-minute flight. Doesn't have the longest, maybe 20 minutes at the most. So, let's bring this up. We're still recording. Let's just stop that recording. There we go. I know it does it by itself, but so we're going to go, where are we going to go? Going to go forward a bit. Okay. And I'm going to pick my pizza box up, and we're going to come back a bit. There we go. I'm going to put this underneath, and left stick down. Not really the best, but I got it done. There we go. Okay. A lot better than the big bang onto the pavement. So, yeah, that was kind of weird. But it happened. So, let's get this inside and let's do a wrap up and let's do all that kind of stuff. Okay? Pretty nice, eh? Pretty nice. Not bad. Not, I wouldn't say it's DJI standard video now, but remember, this is over 5 years old. Okay, and I just took it out of the box, didn't do any calculation or calibrations, nothing, just charged up the batteries, boom, away we went. And that was it, okay? So not too bad. The landing, a little rough. I'd forgotten about that. It comes down and then all of a sudden just goes boom. But I didn't want to do that on a hard surface because these arms were susceptible to getting broken. And if you look close on these arms, I've got boots on them, okay, rubber boots, and it helps prevent the shock of landing, okay. And I do have a video of this in my Parrot playlist of me putting these on. That was quite the joke putting them on. Now this is version 1 Parrot. I just noticed that. See this, how pliable that is? And this one here, okay, notice that? There is a version 2 Parrot that came out, and they made these arms a lot sturdier, okay? But as I say, I've had this since, way back in 2015, 14, I don't know, something like that. And what can I say? You look after them, they look after you. I do have a cracked, right here if you can see, I do have a cracked camera casing, but that's from last year when we ran into the pole in the winter. I was doing the orbit and banged into a pole and it got submerged in the snowdrift. I couldn't find it, and then I found it and had to thaw it out, put it in rice, all that kind of stuff. That's another video. I'll put that video up too. That was fun. It was fun. But yeah, that was one of the last flights we had with it. So there you go, Parrot ANAFI. It was great. It was absolutely great. Very, very sensitive on the sticks, a joy, beautifully crisp and clear transmission. It was great. It was awesome. Okay, right up there. Okay, still worth its weight today if you can get no other thing and you can get one of these and they're not expensive anymore because or maybe they are. I don't know. Hard to find. But anyway, Parrot ANAFI. Great little bird, way ahead of its time. Till next time, take care. See you out there. It's turned out to be a beautiful day. Bye now.